Hello, how you doing? This is Bobby. If you saw my video a couple days ago on December 17th, it was the day before I was going into my gamma knife operation, which is more like a radiation, and I promised you I would do another video after I was done. So let me kind of go through my day. If you saw my video the other day, I actually said I had a 2.1 millimeter acoustic neuroma. I was incorrect in saying millimeters. It's actually 2.1 centimeters. Luckily, that was what they call a medium size. So I was able to do the gamma knife surgery, which is a very non-invasive surgery. So to walk you through my day on yesterday morning, got up early in the morning, got to the hospital at 6:30. At 6:30, a little after 6:30, they took me to my waiting room, my own personal room, and they put me to sleep. So they could drill the bar, because they put a cage on your head, drilled it by 4 screws. So if you look, I'm just going to go real slow. There's like a spot right here somewhere. Another spot right there somewhere. That's where they drilled me. Drilled 2 in the back as well. They put me out and then they woke me up. When I woke up, the bar was already on my head. They screw the screw into your head, but they don't actually go into the skull. It's the 3rd layer of skin, they said. They give you local anesthesia for the 4 spots so that you don't feel it while you're awake. Once they woke me up, they took me to the MRI machine. The MRI machine needed the bar so it could really navigate until and get the exact coordinates of where the tumor was. So it got the size, the shape, and the location of the tumor, and it fed it to the gamma knife machine. After I took the MRI, they took me back to the room, and then shortly after that, they took me into the gamma knife room. They set me up again. And in the gamma knife room, the machine looks just like the MRI machine, just much bigger as far as the space that you're in, so it doesn't feel so claustrophobic. It's very, very quiet. You wouldn't even realize it's on. I didn't realize it was on until a couple times you hear it rotating, but you don't see it rotating, you just hear it. But it's very quiet. They pump music into the room so you can bring whatever CD or iPod, whatever you have, you could bring that, and they pump it into the room so that you could actually relax while you're going through it. Mine was approximately 50 minutes, and I was kind of going in and out of sleep the whole time. If you do this, I would recommend trying to stay up late so you could actually sleep through the whole thing. It's a lot more comfortable that way. But if you stay up, no problem, because they're playing what you want to hear. After you're done, they take you back to your room, and then they unscrew the bar from your head. It looks very, very scary because they use a power tool. But it's very quick, very painless, which surprised me because I thought it was going to be very painful. But it's very painless, didn't feel anything. They undrilled me, wrapped me up. They put gauze on or Band-Aids on the 4 holes, and they wrapped me up for the day. They told me to go home and just ice all day. So when I first got there, they put IV in my hand here so they could give me fluids. And then that's where they put the anesthesia to knock you out. The most painful parts of the whole operation and for myself at least, was in the MRI machine. You got to remember your head is in this bar and it's being supported by this bar, but the bar is only being supported by the 4 holes in your head. And so as you're laying back, all the pressure is on the 2 spots in the back of the head. And I don't know if they gave me enough local anesthesia or not, but I could feel it. I was able to tough it out. It was pretty bad. The pain wasn't excruciating. It was bad enough for me to feel it and to make me very uncomfortable. But 15-20 minutes wasn't a big deal. Once I was out the MRI machine, they took me back to my room, and then they put some more local anesthesia in my head. After it was all said and done, I did have a headache for about an hour. It was pretty bad at first, but as time went on, it started to get less and less. The only medicine I ended up taking was at the end, they pump saline through the tube to clear it out, and then they pump it up with some type of steroid or anti-inflammatory to help with the swelling. So that may have helped as well. But after about an hour, the pain of the headache went away, and I felt very, very normal again. I have a follow-up in 3 months just to see where the tumor's at. They told me when I left that they killed it. So I'm very much hopeful that they did kill it. They said it should shrink a little bit and continue to shrink until it just can't live anymore, because the gamma knife was supposed to kill off the blood vein that was feeding the acoustic neuroma as well, so there's not getting any blood, so it should just die off and it'll just be like scar tissue on my head. They said it won't, as long as it's not growing, it won't bother me at all, so I'm happy about that. Like I said, I iced my head all day, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off like they asked. Luckily, like I said, no swelling in the front. Maybe some in the back, I kind of feel it if I touch it, but I can't really see it. But it's not bad, doesn't hurt. Then today, December 19th, I did go back to work. I went back like a normal day. When I woke up in the morning, felt normal, felt like nothing happened. I mean, obviously you kind of have this in your head, but it just doesn't really feel like anything happened. Went to work. After a couple hours, I started getting a little minor headache, just enough to notice, but that's about it. I just noticed it, and that's all I did throughout the day, but nothing big. Didn't need to take any medicine or anything for it. So it was pretty good. So today I was able to go back to work. As far as my hearing, don't feel like I lost any hearing. Facial paralysis, don't feel like I lost any feelings in my face. So in that sense, it's good right now. They told me that could be a delayed response where I could feel it within the next 6 months to a year. So I'm not out the woodwork yet, but if it does develop, it might develop over the next course of the year. But they said even when it does develop, it's very slight. It's not that bad. So, so I'm looking hopeful for it. Like I said, I follow back up in 3 months, and so I'll hopefully see that the tumor is shrinking or is dead, and I won't have anything to worry about. This technology is pretty awesome. I would personally recommend it because that's what I went through. I really appreciate the staff at Hogue. They're very professional, made me feel very comfortable. I very much appreciate the people who made this machine because it's definitely a life changer. It changed my life because now this tumor isn't going to change my life. So that's really big for anybody, I believe. Definitely, if this is the first time you had it, or not the first time, I should say, this is the first time you heard about you having it and you're doing your research. Definitely don't be too scared yet. Find out what your options are. Like I said, in the first one, there's 4 options: either wait, then there's surgery, there's Gamma Knife and Cyber Knife. Find out about all those options. If you can do the Cyber Knife or the Gamma Knife, those are the ones I would personally recommend because it's so non-invasive. You go in, you're done in a few hours. Like I said, I got in at 6:30. I was back home by 11:30 a.m. So rest of the day was just able to relax a little bit, watch some, catch up on some movies, and just take it easy. So like I said, do your research, talk to your doctor, look at your options. Don't be too scared yet. Everything could be okay. I wish you lots of luck. Keep a positive attitude, and I know you'll pull through this. Thank you.